Hey guys, Hunter2Guy2001 here, and welcome back to another video. In this video, I'm going to be giving you guys an overview of the new villain that came in the Rogue One SHAREf DLC, Director Krennic. So I'm going to be going over his abilities, and also I guess I'll show you guys his emotes in case you guys haven't seen them. So abilities, emotes, and I'll be playing on the missions instead of the multiplayer, because missions will just be easier for me to play as Krennic in a controlled environment. Yeah, also, down in the description there's going to be a link to a poll where you guys can vote on what games you want me to play. There's a bunch of them, so you can vote on multiple games. It's a multiple choice poll, so please do go down in the description and vote. I'd really appreciate it. So yeah, I think that's going to be about it. So we will go ahead and go into the I guess game, and I'm going to be doing a Haas because it has a mixture of kind of long range and a few close quarters areas, and I'm going to be doing on our hard difficulty just to kind of make it a little bit I guess more interesting and not super easy for me. So I'll go ahead and load the game up, and I'll see you guys in a second. Okay guys, here we go, loaded up into the game, and I am going to be playing with AI just kind of because the AI is one of the or the friendly troops is one of the things that Krennic, it helps him, so I'll show you that in a second. But his abilities, first off, is Armor Breaker is number 1. Then we have the C2B5 Astromech Droid, and then Wrath of the Empire. And then his trait is called Motivator, and it's gain armor for yourself and friendly players depending on how many surround you. So that's why I want to play with AI, because that'll make it to where that's... Yeah, I just was quiet so you guys could hear that. Okay, now his emotes, starting from, I guess I'll do the first one here.
I will destroy this rebellion.
Okay.
Nothing.
If you guys couldn't hear that, he said, "Nothing will interfere with my plans." He talks very quietly for some strange reason.
No one will deny me my rightful place.
I think that one's my favorite.
No one will deny me my rightful place.
Okay, now starting off, his blaster is the DT-29 blaster pistol, which is something you can also use in hut contracts, and it is a revolver style blaster pistol that something that's recommended for me to do by me is every time, like if you, for example, if you are fighting some enemies and you use like 4 shots, 3 shots, then if you're not finding anybody, just reload it, just because that way you'll always have a full magazine, and I would say, and the button you use to reload is the same button you use to activate uplinks. So in my case, PS4, it would be square. And then, okay, so his first ability is called Armor Breaker, and what it does is it takes all the shots and combines them into one very powerful blast, which can one-shot pretty much anything. And for heroes, it does an average of about 10 to 15 damage. And it also takes the hero's armor away, which is why it's called Armor Breaker. And you have to reload every time you shoot, which is one reason, like one of the main reasons you wouldn't use it. But I personally always go on with the Armor Breaker because it's just quicker to kill the infantry. And as you can just see there, you can get collaterals with it, so you can get multiple people. And now his second ability is called C2B5 Astromech Droid, which is a small Imperial version of R2-D2, I guess you could say, as you can see here. And he has a shield that he puts up, which also, when it gets destroyed, after about 15 seconds, it will recharge, so you don't have to place a new droid every time the shield breaks. And this guy is really good to place on an objective because he will spray out Dioxis every time any enemies get close. And his Dioxis doesn't, I guess, run out. Like, for example, regular Dioxis grenade, it stays for a little while and then it goes away. His just continues to spray out until there's no more enemies nearby. And it has a pretty good range. Like, it'll start spraying about right here away on him. So He's really good, and he also scans every once in a while, like the other astromech droid, like the one you can get as a power-up. Now, something else is his last ability is called, yeah, as you can see, I just got 3 kills with Dioxis defenses, and I'm still getting kills. Look at that. So many people. Because it kills the AI and anybody really fast. Now, his last ability is called Wrath of the Empire, and what it does is he will just kind of put this Imperial logo on the ground, which is really cool, and it will give him and any heroes nearby a 10% health boost. So now I'm at 20 and I was at 10, and then it will give all infantry nearby an extra 100 health. It looks very much the same as the Bacta, but it will not stay like the Bacta does until you take damage. It'll slowly go down and back to 100, so the 100 additional health will disappear over a period of time, so it won't just stay there until you take damage, which I guess makes sense, so that you're not walking around with 200 health, so it's a little bit more balanced, but it's pretty cool. And also it gives him and heroes nearby an armor boost, which makes them take less damage from regular blaster fire. So yeah, that's all his abilities covered. And so now I will just go into some gameplay, and I will switch from the armor breaker real quick just to show you guys some of this. And then I think it's a little bit more damage than the regular version. I'm not sure though. And yeah, as you can see, my droid's still kicking. So I think I will go down here and place my droid, because that will be oh crap. Okay, move. Yeah, my Imperial troops are really good. Yeah, the Axis just sprays from him. Yeah, if it kills regular infantry soldiers in multiplayer quite quickly, and if a hero was to come and stand in it, they would die after a period of time, because it doesn't stop, it continues to. Oh wow, okay, first death so far, so that's pretty good. Okay, and yeah, as I said, I like to use the armor breaker a lot. Yeah, and Krennic is, out of the 2 that came in the Rogue One Scarif DLC, he is really defensive. Like, he is meant to be defending an objective. That's probably where you're going to be able to use him best. So I would say, if you're playing an objective game mode like Walker Assault, just stay near the uplinks. That way you can defend it with your droid, because if you try to charge in and try to play offensively with him, it's not going to work out very well for you. And I just fell in the hole. And out of the 2, I prefer him a little bit more over the Jyn Erso, but that's just my opinion. But yeah, that's basically all the information I really need to really say about him. There's not really a ton much to say. And he doesn't have any special melee animations, as you just saw. And I just dodged that missile like a pro. Not that one though. Oh, look at all these. Yes, okay. So yeah, almost done here. Yeah, as you can see, the armor breaker doesn't quite destroy the Corn heavy gunners in one shot, so it's not got a ton of damage, but it does always kill infantry no matter what. Like, it will not have any, like, rarely will they survive. And something interesting about it is, if you have to either hit them, well, I don't know, but the hitbox on it is kind of weird, where sometimes it won't kill the enemy at all, and sometimes, even if you get a direct hit, and sometimes you can hit them like a foot away almost, and it will still kill them. And it does have very big splash damage, so you can kill them pretty easily. Okay, let's go over here and take them out with the armor breaker. Those shields aren't gonna do nothing. Yep, that's about it. I think, yeah, I got, that's about all I had to say about Krennic. That's his abilities, and also his trait. Basically, whenever there's other infantry nearby, it will make his trait go up and give them armor and him armor. But yeah, I think that's about it for Krennic, and I will be doing a Jin or so overview as well in the next few days, so stay tuned for that. Also, do give this video a like so that I know that you guys enjoyed it, and yeah, I think that's about it, and I will see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.